All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Quigley Stadium's Bernie Cox Field, field I played on about 40 years ago. As a matter of fact, today I am wearing my 40-year class reunion shirt today. I'm an old geezer, but it is great to be back here at Little Rock Central High as we talk about the Tigers versus the Wildcats. And we'll get your starting lineup set here in just a moment. We're working out a few little technical difficulties, but those things will be resolved here in just a moment. But in the meantime, in between time, the Tigers are ready to get started right now. They are dressed in all black with gold numbers and black helmets with old gold trim, thus held to the old gold, held to the black. And also the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats will be dressed in all white and blue helmets, blue numbers with yellow trim. The Tigers won the toss. Well, I will probably say Old Main a lot tonight, okay? I'm going to warn you up front, so just get out the tip jar, okay? But North Little Rock Charging Wildcats will kick off here in just a moment. Let's see, back for the Little Rock Central Tigers as I break out my binoculars here. We've got Antoine Westbrook back deep. I'll get you the starting lineups here in just a moment after we get everything set. And there's the kick. Westbrook will take it about at the 4-yard line. He brings it out. He ventures to the left side. He's hit and tackled at the 15-yard line. So the Tigers will start deep. So let me get you started on offense. TJ Pennington, number 6, will play wide out. Slot will be Johnny Wright, number 18. Number 3, Antoine Westbrook. At quarterback, Lawson Gunn. At starting tailback will be Samuel Franklin. Those are the skill positions right now. Gunn under center. Quick pass out in the flat. It's caught. Tigers break a tackle. That looks like all the way down to the 38-yard line of the old, I almost said it again, the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. Great pass by Lawson Gunn on the first play from scrimmage. That looks like about a 48-yard pass from Lawson Gunn to TJ Pennington. Quick pitch to Mr. Franklin. He breaks the tackle. He'll gain about 10 yards on that play. Well, they'll give him 9. Good run. Tigers are going to have to establish the line of scrimmage. You know, a lot of people talk about the skilled players, but, you know, nothing can be done unless the big nasties up front are doing their job. And right now, the Tigers are threatening. It is 2nd down and 1 on the Charging Wildcats 31-yard line. Gunn under center. Motion left. He looks up again, fade route, throws out of bounds. Flag on the play. From here, ladies and gentlemen, that looked like pass interference. I'm David Coleman. Sorry I didn't introduce myself. Little Rock Central versus North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. We just started play. It's about 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Little Rock Central Tigers are on the 31-yard line of the Charging Wildcats. Flag on the play. It will be pass interference. 10-yard play, 10-yard call. That moves the ball down to the 21. It's 1st and 10, Tigers. That's a Big Rock first down. Lawson gun under center. Samuel Franklin in the backfield. Motion right to the slot. Pitch left. There's nothing there. Good run to make something out of nothing. Looks like a 5-yard pickup by Samuel Franklin. It'll be 2nd down and 5 on the 17. 2nd down and 6 on the 17-yard line of the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. Lawson gun brings him up to the line. You've got Samuel Franklin offset, trips right, motion right, quick pitch to the outside. He's got a corner, and that looks like TJ Pennington. He's down to the 6-yard line. That's another Tiger first down. Big Rock, Big Fun sponsors our first downs. All right, it looks like a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to the Tiger Radio Network on joynetradio.com.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education?
What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job?
Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher.
You got the skills, the smarts.
Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess?
What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
I'll use all the apps for After Effects and Photoshop. First year I went to Skills USA and got 2nd place, silver medal. Then this year I had got 1st place, gold medal. And I went to nationals and I got out the top 20. You know, I'm walking out of high school with a good paying job. It's something I really want.
All right, we're back. Tigers take it 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Looks like a pitch to Mr. Franklin to the right side, and he's tackled for a short gain of about 1. It's 2nd, well, no gain as a matter of fact. It's 2nd and goal from the North Little Rock 4-yard line. Motion out to Mr. Franklin. Quick pass. Lawson gun will roll left. Oh, and he's brought down right at the 1-yard line. Tackle made by number 44, Lawson gun on the keeper. Pickup of about 2 yards on the play. That'll make it 3rd and about 1.5. Tigers need to punch this in. We don't need to play around with this team. Get up, beat them up early, and make them struggle to come back. Gun on the center. He snaps to Franklin. Up the middle. Not much. Not much. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the goal line. Looks like we'll see what the Tigers decide to do. They're looking like they want to go for this. This has been a great drive. But there's no call. North Little Rock will take over on the 1-yard line. Great drive for the Tigers, but weren't able to cash in, turnover on downs. Now let's get the defense set. Antoine Westbrook and Caleb Brown at the corners, Johnny Brooks and Lamont Johnson at the safeties. At linebacker, Caleb Morton, Cedric Small, Kalen Jones, and Kieran Blaylock. North Little Rock spreads wide. The quarterback steps back to pass and runs up the middle. He's brought down, picks up the first down. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. The Tigers are going to have their hands full tonight. This quarterback is going to run around an awful lot, okay? So they're going to have to put a spy on him. That's number 19. He comes up, pro set, quick handoff to the fullback up the middle. Good run by the fullback. He picks up about 9 yards. Tigers will have their hand full tonight. North Little Rock comes to the line of scrimmage in the shotgun, 2 backs on either side. Quick shift. Damon Bell is the quarterback. Full house backfield, pitch right. He goes outside. That pitch was to the tailback, Brandon Thomas, number 22. He gains about 15 yards on the play, and the charging Wildcats are on the move. They are now started this drive on the 2-yard line of their own 2-yard line. They are now out to the 41-yard line. Bell back to pass, throws in the flat. He overthrows his man, pass intended for Randall Abrams, number 13. Well, we got a moment. Let me quickly set the defense. Let me finish setting the defense. Evan Marble, number 50 at defensive end, 52 I should say. 55 Jordan Davis and Michael Fales, number 42, all on the line of scrimmage. All right, 2nd down and 10. 1 man in the backfield, wing T setup. Goes in motion, he runs to the right, number 22. He's looking for a hole, he's picking. Gang tackle by the Tigers. Pickup of about 5 yards by Brandon Thomas, the running back for North Little Rock. That'll bring up 3rd and a long 3. Tigers are going to need to stiffen up a little bit. They've driven some out to about midfield. This is a big play for the Tigers. You never know at this stage of the game whether or not, if they are short, whether or not they'll go for it. I would not be surprised if the quarterback, number 19, does a sneak. Right now, 2 men, they're in the pro set, fullback, deep eye, handoff to the fullback up the middle. He blasts up the middle. He gets the first down. He picks up of about 8 yards on the play. Now that's smash mouth football right there, ladies and gentlemen. Fullback on the carry, number 32, Aaron Sims. You know, in the pregame show, I talked to Coach about adversity. Wing T again, shift. They move to a pitch right. Cut up the middle, Tigers meet him, and there's a loss on the play. Now that's the defense I'm used to watching swarm. There looks like about loss of 3 on the play. Good. Well, they give him a loss of 2 on the play. Pitch was to number 32, Aaron Sims. That'll make it 2nd down and 12 to go. 5 minutes to go in the first period. North Little Rock with the ball on the Tigers' 48-yard line. They've got a bunch set. They go to a shift. You've got 3 wide right, 1 wide left, back to pass. Quick pass over the middle. It's caught by number 41, Von Phillips. Gain of about 20 yards. Good play. Phillips, the tight end, just ran a hook route up the seam, turned around, and he was wide open, and Bell was able to hit him. North Little Rock is on the move. All right. Bell comes on the center. Shift. Fullback to the left. Ball on the play. Ball. And there's a fumble on the play. It looks like the Tigers are screaming they've got it. Oh, man. Tigers were screaming they got it, but the running back, number 32, was called down on the play. Gain of about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 on the Tiger 30-yard line. Seems like every play, North Little Rock comes up and shifts into a different position. Right now they've got fullback, tailback deep, a wing back. Back to pass is Bell. He looks right, he's got pressure. He throws. Ball is incomplete. That'll make it 3rd and 8. Bell rolled to the right, had a little pressure coming up the middle by Jordan Banks. Was that not able to complete the pass. Big play for the Tigers. They've got to get off the field. 3rd and about 8 on the Tiger 30-yard line. I imagine they may go back to that same little play that they were successful on the last time, to number 8. Bell is in the shotgun. It shifts. You got double wide outs on either side. Bell in the backfield by himself. Quick pass out to the right in the flat. No one's there. Number 11 makes the catch. Looks like he's got the first down. Catch is made by Frederick O'Donnell. It is a first down. Wildcats still charging. Ball on the 21-yard line of the Tigers. Damon Bell, the quarterback. He's got a pro set, tight end, split receiver, fullback, tailback. Toss to the right to number 22. Tigers are there. It'll be a minimal gain. That was Brandon Thomas, the ball carrier. It'll be 2nd down. Tigers are playing very good on first downs. The problem is they're not doing very well on 2nd down, or 3rd down, I should say. They get them to 3rd down, but they can't get them off the field. That's going to be very important. Ball on the 21-yard line, 2nd and 10. Pro set, eye back, fullback, pitch to the right, pressure up the middle. He breaks up through the middle, and number 11 is the ball carrier. He will score from 21 yards out. That is Frederick O'Donnell. The charging Wildcats go up 6-0. A very methodical drive by the charging Wildcats. Got a little adversity. Now, last week, 2 weeks ago, Rogers went up on them early, but the Tigers were able to get back in it and went on to beat them pretty badly. Here's a PAT. There's a flag on the play. Looks like a delay of game on the part of the charging Wildcats. That'll be 5 yards. But the question that we ask is the Tigers ready for some adversity? That's what's important right now. They're down 7-zip early with 2:08 to go in the first period. Well, 6-zip right now, pending PAT. The holder is Damon Bell, the quarterback. The kicker is number 94. And it looks like the kick is up, and it is good. Kick is good by Liam Selhorst. Right now, we'll take a timeout. Charging Wildcats leading Central Tigers 7-zip. You're listening to the Tiger Radio Network.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
We're back. We're back, and I was going to say Old Main again. I apologize. North Little Rock Charging Wildcats kickoff. It was caught about the 10-yard line by Markel Cartwright. He brought it out to the Tiger 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Tiger 25. Gunn in the shotgun. Franklin behind him. Quick handoff. Gunn actually keeps the ball, and he's up the middle, and he will score. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a Tiger touchdown. What a great fake by Lawson Gunn. Everybody was keying on Samuel Franklin as he went right, and Lawson Gunn pulled it, and I could have drove a truck through that hole. Great job by the offensive line. Great influence blocking by the offensive line. What a great call. And the Tigers are back in this thing pending a PAT. And the kick is up, and it is good. And ladies and gentlemen, we're tied at 148. One play drive. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to the Tiger Radio Network on joynetradio.com.
My name is Nicholas Donahue. I work for Pulaski County Coroner's Office. I was at Metro. I took law enforcement in 2006 and 2007, and it helped me a lot because I wanted to be a police officer, and I learned a lot from Metro, especially discipline and basically never to give up. With my job, you got to know the medical side and the law enforcement side. With me taking Metro, it put me on a correct path. I'm Nicholas Donahue, and I am Metro.
Keeling Baker back for the kickoff. Good PAT on his part. We're tied 7-7, 148 to go. Baker approaches, kicks it deep. It will be corralled by the charging Mustang at about the 15-yard line. He's got room up the middle. He's got a good return out to their own 45-yard line. That's about a 40-yard kickoff return. That was by number 14 of the Charging Wildcats, Monte Holmes. Man, I'll tell you, they've got some backs over there, man. It seems like everyone that touches the ball, they got some jets on them, but the Tigers are going to have to corral them. Defense got to redeem themselves on this series. The ball is 1st and 10 on the Charging Wildcats 45-yard line, 44-yard line. Wing back, tailback set. Handoff to number 22 to the right, and he's going to score. Untouched. Wow. He goes 56 yards for the touchdown, untouched with the deception. Somebody is not reading their keys. That puts, wow, we've had, what, 3 touchdowns within the last 3 minutes of the game right here, and that puts the Charging Wildcats back on top, 13-7, pending PAT. PAT will be attempted by Liam Selhorst for the Charging Wildcats. Holder is Damon Bell, the quarterback, number 19. Kick is up, and it is good. Charging Wildcats go ahead, 14-0. We'll take a quick timeout. Give me a 30-second on this one.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
All right, welcome back. Let me just give you a recap. Tigers drove the ball first series of the game 74 yards to the Charging Wildcat 1-yard line. Went forth on 4th and goal and failed. Charging Wildcats came back and drove the ball 99 yards for a score. Tigers got the ensuing kickoff, one play, 75 yards for a score with Lawson Gunn. And then, of course, the Tigers get the ball back, or I should say the Charging Wildcats get the ball back, and they have one play, 45 yards for a touchdown. We just had the kickoff, and it looked like Antoine Westbrook was the runner, and he was horse-collared down. There is a flag on the play. He got it out to about the 33-yard line, but there will be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct call on the tackler, which will bring the ball out to the 46-yard line of the Tigers. So that's the reset of the game. So within the last 3 minutes, we've had 3 touchdowns. So it doesn't look like right now either one of these teams' defenses are going to be able to stop the other. We might be in for a heck of a shootout tonight. Lawson Gunn under center. We've got a fullback, and in at tailback, we've got Mr. Franklin. He picks his way up the middle. Minimal gain, if any. It'll be second down. Ball on the 46-yard line of the Tigers. Lawson Gunn on the center again. Well, it looks like you're going to have trips right, wide left, tailback. You've got the broken eye. Gunn drops back to pass, and he's sacked. It'll be third down. There was a loss of about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 12 from the Tiger 44-yard line. Along with Hawkins at the tight end. You've got slot left, tight end right, one tailback, Gunn on the center, motion by TJ Pennington to the right side. Gunn back to pass, baby roll, he throws deep. He was under pressure. They look like they sent the house. Look, here's the bottom line. It looks like the Charging Wildcats are sending everybody. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Right now, we've got a 14-7 lead by the Charging Wildcats. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to the Tiger Radio Network on JoeNetRadio.com.
Back in 2013, when I was in high school, I went to a Metropolitan Vortex School, my senior year for automotive technician. The skills that they taught me and the ambition that, that I wanted to do it, it helped me get a job and it paid off. Well, the award that I won was the Employee of the Year. I'm real honored. It's kind of shocked at the same time. I'm Matthew Whitcup, and I am Metro.
All right, we're back. Thanks for Jemiah Ivy. It's 4th and about 12. Tigers are back to punt. High snap, little pressure. He gets it off. It's a wobbly kick, and it's down at about the 25-yard line by number 10 for the charging Wildcats, Devion Lariff. All right, the defense is going to have to show up. They're running a lot of deception and misdirection. Here's the bottom line. You've got to key number 22. If they put him in the wing back position, he's going to get the ball. You got to key him. Right now, he's in the tailback slot. You've got a pro set, 2 tight ends, one split, fullback and a tailback. Hand off to the fullback up the middle to number 11. Good gain on the play, about 5 yards by Frederick O'Donnell. It'll be gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 on the charging Wildcat, 29-yard line. Bell, the quarterback, fullback, tailback, slot, wing back position. Brandon Thomas, number 22, is a tailback. It's a pitch to the left side. It's clogged up, and he's tackled for no gain. That's good gain tackling by the Tigers, led by number 24 for the Tigers. That is Cedric Small. That'll make it 3rd and about 7. Tigers have been getting them to 3rd down. They just can't get off the field on 3rd down. Somebody's got to make a play. You've got a slot right, tight end left, split left, single quarterback. He drops back, and he's going to be short. Pass is complete out to the right flat to number 88. That's going to make it 4th down and about 3. The charging Wildcats want to go for it. Looks like they will. This is a big play for the Tigers. Fourth and about 3. You've got Bell under center. You got Thomas, the tailback, at fullback, and number 11, O'Donnell, at the tailback. Handoff to the fullback up the middle, and he'll get the 1st down. It's pretty clear who the workhorse is of this team. Wherever he is, he's in all likelihood going to get the ball. Now, I'm sure they'll use him as a decoy sometime, but right now, number 22 for the charging Wildcats, Mr. Brandon Thomas, is playing good football right now. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line of the charging Wildcats. Bell on the center. You got a slot left, tight end right, fullback and tailback, pro set. Hand off to fullback up the middle. That was number 32 on the carry. That was Aaron Sims. Tackled by number 55 for the Tigers, Jordan Banks, gain of about 1 on the play. Well, the Tigers were able to stop him on 3rd down last series. They just weren't able to stop him on 4th down. Right now, Bell in the backfield with number 11, O'Donnell. Shotgun, slow snap, pressure. Oh, he gets out of that. Tigers couldn't get any pressure on him. Bell was able to pick up the bad snap and make something out of it. He gains about 6 yards on the play. That's going to make it 3rd and about 4 from the 42-yard line of the charging Wildcats. Tigers had an opportunity there, but no one put pressure on the quarterback. He was able to wiggle out, make him some room, and pick up some positive yards. It's 3rd and about 4. Bell on the center. They've got handoff to number 22. Gang tackle by the Tigers. Number 7. That was Lamont Robertson on the tackle. That looks like another charging Wildcat first down. And they're just chewing up yards right now. The defense has been on the field an awful lot. It'll be 1st and 10 from the charging Wildcats, 45-yard line. Tiger defense has been on the field an awful lot. They're rotating multiple people in. And in at quarterback this time around was number 10. Devin Larrath, really. This is where the Tigers are going to have to play assignment football. Obviously, they're rotating different people in. You practice where look out for number 22 or look out for number 32. What you're going to have to do now is play your keys and your assignments. Stop looking for numbers and know what you're supposed to do at your position. If you're supposed to take the pitch man, take the pitch man. If you're supposed to take the dive back, take the dive back. Don't be influenced by the fakes and the shifts that the North Little Rock team is putting out there right now. So the Tigers have got a lot of work to do. Right now, 7:21 left in the second period. Charging Wildcats, the Tigers, and they have the ball 14-7 on their 45-yard line. And first. All right, Bell on the center. You've got a wing back, fullback, and tailback. Drop back to pass. He drops deep. There's pressure. He rolls to the right. He throws deep. It's going to be out of bounds. Good cover by the Tigers. That'll make it 2nd and 10. Look, at the end of the day, no offense to the young man, but his rollout could use some work. Like to me, he'd rather run than pass anyway. Wildcats back in the shotgun. Bell in the shotgun. I guess the pistol formation is more or less. Thomas goes to his right side. Spot right. Hand off to Thomas. He comes to the left. He's got room. And he picks up 10 yards. There's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. It's looked like it's going to be, well, we'll sort it out. Personal foul, face mask. That's going to be 15 yards on the Tigers. You got to keep your cool. Remember, we talked about adversity. What happens when you get hit in the mouth? Everybody, as Mike used to say, everybody has a plan until you get hit in the mouth. Right now, they you cool. Can't get upset. Got to get out here and just play. That's right now. There's a timeout on the field. Let's take a JohnEdRadio.com.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Bell back. Bell back to pass. He throws deep into the end zone. He's got a man.
He overshoots him.
Second down. Coverage on the play for the Tigers by number 7, Lamont Johnson.
Bell had a man. If he put a little air under it, they've got another touchdown.
2nd and 10 on the 30-yard line of the Tigers. Bell on the center. Look at number 22 in the wing-back position, and he gets the ball. I'm telling you. And he's around the right side.
And he's knocked down at the 5-yard line.
They've been killing the Tigers all night with that play. There's a man down on the field. As a matter of fact, that looks like number 22, Thomas. I hope the young man is okay. He took a nasty little spill. He's being attended. He lined up in the wing-back position.
Let me try to describe to you what they are running. Imagine a two tight end set. A 2 tight end set, but one of the tight ends is a wing back, and he's kind of facing the quarterback, and they're putting Thomas in that position and other positions, and every time someone touches the ball as far as a runner, it is Thomas. So if he's in the wing back position, they typically will hand it off to him, and he's had 2 big runs. That is the second big run that he's had. He took that one down to about the 3-yard line of the Tigers and was tripped up and fell awkwardly, and is now down in the south end zone on the southwest side of the field. Hope the young man is okay. That's for sure. He is now sitting up. He's got a lot of staff around him. I tell you what, let's go ahead and take a timeout. You're listening to the Tiger Radio Network on JohnEdRadio.com.
I found out about Metro through my counselor when I was getting ready to make my 11th grade schedule. Once I got there, my 11th grade year, I loved it. After my first year of being on my own, I brought in about $2,000 every 2 weeks, so about $1,000 a week. Because of Metro, I was able to start my own career, and I love it. My name is Charlie, and I am Metro.
Back. North Little Rock takes the ball on the 2-yard line. Hand off to the back up the middle, and he will score. Well, the Tigers are going to work cut out for him. By the way, update on the young man, number 22, Brandon Thomas. He was helped off the field very gingerly. He wasn't able to put any weight on his foot at all. Hope he's okay. He's been taken to the medical tent over on the visitor side of the stadium. PA2 is ensuing. Sailhorse back. And it is good with 6:02 remaining in the second period. North Little Rock 21, Tigers 7. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to the Tiger Radio Network on joynetradio.com.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Mr. Selhurst. It's been a lot of scoring. Tigers have got to, they're down by 2 touchdowns at this point. Back to receive the kickoff is number 3 for the Tigers, Antoine Westbrook, and number, let me get my binocs out here. I'm an old guy here. And number 23, Mr. Franklin. Kick goes to Mr. Westbrook at about the 5. He brings it out. He's hit, spins out, and gang tackled about the 25-yard line. All right, Tigers need to get some consistency going now. It would be great, 5:51 to go in the second period, if they could eat this clock up and end the first half on a touchdown. I will tell you, though, that it's pretty clear that North Little Rock is definitely keying on Samuel Franklin. Every time he gets the ball, they've got 2 and 3 guys running at him, and that's how Gunn was able to make that 75-yard scamper earlier in the second quarter. Gunn on the center. He's back to pass, screen pass, and it's dropped. North Little Rock seems to be yakking an awful lot. Pass was intended for Samuel Franklin. It was an influence screen play where they let people in. He had blockers in front of him, but he tried to run before he had the football. Lawson Gunn under center, waiting for the play to come in. You got wing left split. Motion by Franklin, goes through the backfield. Quick pitch. It's smelled out by North Little Rock. And that is a huge loss on the play. That play is a loss back to the 21-yard line. That's a loss of 4 yards on the play. That's going to make it 3rd and long. 3rd and 14 to be exact. Tigers are going in the wrong direction. It looks like there's a slight timeout on the field. There is a man down on the field. I'm trying to see who that is. It's not Franklin. It may be it may be Antoine Westbrook, number 3. I quickly went through the lineup to see if, to do a process of elimination. And I don't see Westbrook on the field, at least standing up.
I just love this. This is what I grew up doing. My grandmother, my mother, my aunts, everybody sews, everybody cooks. I love it, and I really like it when we go to competition, and it could be that I won all 3 years, but hey, that motivates me. My kids really work hard. You get to travel, there are competitions, just feeding people, knowing that you're doing something, creating something healthy, something good. It makes you feel good. My name is Antoinette Jarrett, and I am Metro.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
When a customer's down, it's costing them tens of thousands of dollars an hour. When I show up to a job, the customer has called me to get them up and going as soon as possible. Once you get out of school and go out in the workplace, the world will eat you up if you're not ready. I tell people my wife has 2 degrees, and I still make more money than her. I wanted to be in business for myself, and I was able to make it happen. I am Adam Meyer, and I am Metro.
They'll take him to the health tent. That's not good for the Tigers. I mean, that's a heck of a receiver right there. Junior receiver, by the way. Clock is running. Tigers waiting for the play to come in. Looks like number 9 for the Tigers will be substituting. That is Logan Heyman. You got split right, tight end, left, one tailback, back to pass. Oh, that's pass interference all the way, man. How was that not pass interference? How was that not pass interference? He's holding the receiver and he threw him down, and that's not pass interference? Wow. Excuse me. And by the way, you can go out to the Metro Career Tech Facebook page and get the video stream. It looks like after the player was tossed after they're calling an unsportsmanlike conduct on North Little Rock. Rightfully so. Oh, they called offsetting penalties? Are you serious? That is the worst call that I have seen in some time. And I'm going to tell you, there can be some bad calls in high school football. That was a bad one. Number one, you didn't call the pass. Number one, offsetting penalties is like kissing your sister. Nobody gets anything from that, okay? Oh, man. Well, that's going to bring up 4th down. Tigers are going to have to kick with 5:01 to go in the second period. Ball on their 22-yard line. They're going to have to punt. Baker Keeling back to punt. There's a stoppage of play. Not sure what's going on here. We'll try to get you an update. Yeah, but North Little Rock, they're a nasty, dirty little team here, man. They're throwing some cheap shots. They're yakking. They're doing all of that. But again,
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
back to punt for the Tigers is Baker Keeling.
that room, and he's going down the sideline, and he's going to score. That's about a 60-yard punt return. Right now, North Little Rock is doing it every way they need to do it. 4:41 to go in the second period. That makes it 27-7. We're waiting on the PAT at this point. Tigers are missing tackles. They had him hemmed up about the 50-yard line. They missed a tackle there. He had a little shimmy in his shake and got away from a couple of players and ran down the left sideline and back towards the center of the field and scored untouched. And it looked like a little unsportsmanlike conduct, but hey, I can't quibble with that. Looks like he was pointing back at one of the Tigers, but it wasn't called. The PAT is up and it's good. North Little Rock leads the Tigers 28-7. We'll take a timeout at the Tiger Radio Network on joynetradio.com.
Here at Metropolitan, it's a 4-year program. Benefits is it opens the door for students who are future medical professionals. It also allows students to be certified, since we are a state certified program, which allows students to be trained with skills in lab so that they can go out and take the major state test and become certified nurses assistants. My name is Evelyn Wood, and I am Metro.
Tigers kind of got their, excuse me, as an old coach of mine used to say, one of my college coaches, Sam Goodwin, coached at Little Rock Parkview, don't get your dauber down. Well, it looks like the Tigers are getting the dauber down. Hey, this is what makes champions right here. What do you do when you got hit in the mouth? Do you keep fighting or do you knuckle under? So you got trips left, split right, Franklin in the backfield in the pistol, handoff up the middle to Franklin. No gain on the play. Samuel Franklin, no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Right now, North Little Rock is controlling the line of scrimmage. Gunn with the pass to the flat, intended for number 11 for the Tigers. Davis Hawkins was trying to run before he got the ball and simply dropped it. He was wide open, would have been a first down. That makes it 3rd and 10. You've got trips right, split left. Should I say trips left, split right. Franklin in the pistol. Gunn takes the snap. Quick screen up the middle. Franklin's got some room. He runs to the 20. He breaks a tackle. He's down to the North Little Rock 35-yard line. They tried that play earlier in the quarter, and Franklin simply dropped the ball. He made sure that he secured the ball that time on the little screen play, and that was a pickup of about 40 yards on that particular play. It'll be 1st and 10. That's a Tiger Big Rock first down. take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Tiger Radio Network on joynetradio.com.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish.
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
.30-yard line. Lawson Gunn under center. No one behind him. Gunn's back to pass, quick pass, and it was almost picked off. Gunn had tons and tons of pressure. He just threw it up. He had an Ole Miss charging Wildcat in his face who blitzed off the left side. Number 23 for the charging Wildcats. That was Abram Terry. That'll make it 2nd and 10. The Tigers are going to have to beat some man-to-man coverage. Right now, you've got a split right. Pennington, number 6, number 9 in the slot for the Tigers. Logan Heyman. Motion by Franklin. More pressure. Incomplete pass. Tigers are going to have to make some adjustments. Right now, it's 3:38 in the first period. Ball on the charging Wildcat 30-yard line. Tigers have a 3rd and 10. You're going to have to beat some man-to-man. That's what they're doing. They're playing man-to-man. You're going to have to beat them. You're going to have to throw it up and let them go for it. Make the official make a call. You got split left and right, tight end left. Gunn under center, motion right. Hand off to Franklin over the left side, and he's going nowhere. That's a give-up play. You got to throw the ball down the field. You got to throw it down the field. That's going to make it 4th and 10 after the big screen play by Franklin to get it down to the 30-yard line. You got trips right, split left, pistol formation, Franklin dotting the I, 4th and 10. North Little Rock is playing man-to-man. It's a quick punt. I guess they're trying to pin them deep. Get the ball. No one seemed to know where the ball was at the time, but it looks like the Tigers recovered the ball. The North Little Rock player ran and jumped on the ball. The Tigers and it looks like the Tigers have recovered a fumble on the North Little Rock 5-yard line. It's Tiger ball. Let's make sure. Yeah, Tigers will have 1st and goal on the North Little Rock 5-yard line. Let me recap what happened. The Tigers lined up as if they were going to go for it. It was Logan Gunn who did a pooch kick, and the ball rolled down to about the 5-yard line. It looked as though no one, not a Tiger nor a Wildcat, knew where the ball was, and then when the Wildcat saw the ball, he ran and grabbed the ball. He was hit by a Tiger who then recovered the ball, and it's Tiger ball, 1st and goal. Gunn on the center. Franklin in the pistol. Motion. Gunn back to pass. He's got pressure. He throws it up, and it is caught off a deflection by number 2 for the Tigers. That is Bobby Broadway. And that is a Tiger touchdown. We'll take it. It was a deflection. two guys were in the same area, the tight end and Broadway. Broadway was deeper in the end zone. It deflected off of number 11 for the Tigers, Davis Hawkins, and Broadway was able to grasp it for the touchdown. We'll take a timeout. PAT is good. It is now 28-14. Tigers, you're listening to the Tiger Radio Network on joynetradio.com.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher. Or a reality TV star. I dare you to stand up here. To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration. An innovator.
To be a teacher.
Think you can change my life?
Make me excited about science like you. Have a career that really means something? Then do it. I dare you.
Is number 10, who had a punt return. Don't want to kick it to that guy. That's for sure. It's a flag on the play. Looks like they're going to have to kick again. You don't want to kick it to number 10, Devion Larf. He and number 29 are back to receive the kickoff. Number 29 is Slayton Clark. Looks like illegal procedure on the part of the Tigers. They'll back them up 5 yards. They'll kick again. 2:44 left to go in the half. Tigers are behind by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. To be totally honest, not much defense in this game tonight. I'm a little surprised by the Tigers' defense. Baker Keeling back to kick. He'll be kicking off. Ball is placed at the 35-yard line. Leff and Clark are back to receive. Keeling approaches and kicks. It's a squill kick to the 40-yard line, and it is fumbled but recovered by number 88 for the charging Wildcats, Braylon Battles. It'll be first and goal from the charging Wildcats, 40-yard line. If the defense is going to show up, they need to show up right now. If the defense is going to show up, they're going to have to show up right now. Bell on the center, fullback, tailback, split right, hand off to center, up to the fullback, up the middle, number 32 for the charging Wildcats, Aaron Sims. He'll pick up about 5 yards. That's their bread and butter play. Fullback belly. That's what we used to call it back in the day. Somebody's got to take the fullback. Somebody's got to take the fullback. That's assignment football. Bell on the center again. You got a veer set by backs in the backfield, wide left and right, up the middle again. This time it was kept by Bell. Tackle made by number 53 for the Tigers. That's a gain of 3 to the 49-yard line of the charging Wildcats. 1:44 to go in the second period. That will make it 3rd down and about 2. Bell on the center, fullback and tailback, split left, hand off to the fullback again. He'll gain about 5 on the play. That's money all day, folks. If I can get 5 yards of carry, I'm going to do that all night. That again is by number 32 for the charging Wildcats.
Aaron Sims. He's taking the place of Mr. Thomas, who went out earlier in the game with a leg injury, a lower body injury. He hadn't gotten any reports on the condition of him. Also, for the Tigers, number 3, Westbrook, their starting split end, he's out as well on a similar injury. You've got slot right, fullback and tailback, Bell on the center. Bell drops back to pass, throws across the middle, and it's picked off by the Tigers. Get on the ball, he drops it. And that's going to be Tigers football. The ball was picked off. Looks like Johnny Banks picked it off, started running, dropped the ball, and got back on it. Tigers get a chance to take another shot at the end zone. They take over with the ball on their own 24, 23 and a half yard line. It's 46 seconds to go in the half. If they've got a 2-minute drill, this is where we should see it. So we've got split left and right, tight end, right. Hawkins under center. Old Main, there I go again. I called him Old Main, I'm sorry. North Little Rock. I'm laughing, I'm sorry. Look, I just had an old school flashback. I'm sorry, all right. We got a stoppage of play right now, but the Tigers are gonna have to beat some man-to-man here. It looks like North Little Rock is in a cover too. Gun on the center. Pitch out, reverse pass, running up the middle. Good run, pickup of 10 yards. Tigers did a little razzle-dazzle on that play. The ball ended up with number 6 for the Tigers, T.J. Pennington. Tigers back on the center. And Lawson Gunn will spike the ball with 31 seconds to go in the second period. Ball is on, that'll make it second down and 10 on the Tigers' 35-yard line. In for the Tigers, number 18, Johnny White. It looks like Antoine Westbrook is back on the field. That's good to see. You've got trips right, split left, screen, and North Little Rock smelled that out. Don't particularly like that call. That you got to throw the ball down the field. You can't be afraid of. And looks like we're going to get an automatic timeout. Looks like a North Little Rock player.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
Drop that baby.
Official timeout, but you've got to take that shot. At this point, it would be as good as a punt as far as I'm concerned. Now, of course, if it's intercepted, you've got to get down and cover, but you've got to take that shot if you're the Tigers. So right now it's third and about 15. You've got trips left, split right, Franklin in the backfield in the pistol. Gunn set up about 5 yards behind center. Quick pass out to the flats. He gets a block. Gain of about 5. That's not going to be enough. It's fourth down. Tigers will punt. 13 seconds to go. Tigers are taking a timeout. This is their third and final timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. getting that college education. What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts.
Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Pounds. That made me look good, but hey. So I'm getting plenty of hydration tonight.
All right, so the Tigers, this is interesting. It looks like they're gonna go for it. You've got split on both sides. You've got trips right, split, well, you've got trips left, split right, shotgun, gun back to pass, across the middle to Franklin. He gets the first down. He's still running. He's going around the left side. He's down to the 30, the 20, the 10, and Franklin will score. And that is a Tiger touchdown. And that'll do it for the first half. Boy, we've had some fireworks today. My goodness. Wow, 49 points. Well, 48 right now in the first period. Tigers needed a spark. That was a spark. There was a little gut pass. Franklin came out of the backfield right across the middle. And it looks like a flag is on the PAT. The kicker is down. Baker Keeling. North Little Rock ran into the kicker. But right now, the PAT was good. Keeling is able to walk off the field. That's a good thing. They're going to need him. But right now, at the end of the half, Tigers 21, North Little Rock 28. Boy, that's a spark right there. Tell you what, we're going to take a 2-minute timeout. And when we come back, we're going to replay the coach's moment that you missed in the pregame show if you weren't here. All right. So
I'll use all the apps for After Effects and Photoshop. First year I went to Skills USA and got second place, silver medal. Then this year I had got first place, gold medal. And I went to nationals and I got out the top 20. You know, I'm walking out of high school with a good paying job. It's something I really want. I'm Tamonte and I am Metro.
They're not the high steppers we knew. Jemiah. Hey, how you doing?
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
My name is Nicholas Donahue. I work for Pulaski County Coroner's Office. I was at Metro. I took law enforcement in 2006 and 2007, and it helped me a lot because I wanted to be a police officer, and I learned a lot from Metro, especially discipline and basically never to give up. With my job, you got to know the medical side and the law enforcement side. With me taking Metro, it put me on a correct path. I'm Nicholas Donahue, and I am Metro.
Few seconds ago before the second half kickoff, Little Rock Central Tigers currently behind by 7, 28-21. Somebody's got to play some defense in this game. Right now, neither team is doing much of that. It was good to see Antoine Westbrook back on the field. He went down with, I guess, you ever fall down and you think you really hurt and you're afraid to do anything and you won't even look at it. And that looks like what happened to Mr. Westbrook. He was back on the field at the end of the half. That's the bell, or I should say the horn, for the beginning of the second half. Both teams are now warming up. And it's been an interesting game. Neither team has been playing any defense. It really surprises me that the Tigers are not playing better defense. But those things happen. But at least they're in the ball game. Somebody's going to have to make a play. There's been 2 turnovers, a muff by the Wildcats down on their own 5-yard line. And that enabled the Tigers to score their 14th point, or their second touchdown, which brought it to 28-14. And then right near the half, the Tigers got an interception. It's about 36 seconds to go in the half, and they were able to, in fact, they started off going backwards. The play that they scored the touchdown on the final play of the half, it was 3rd and 13, if I remember correctly. And the ball went over the middle to Franklin, and Franklin was able to scamper down the left sideline for the touchdown, which brought it to 28-21. So that's where we stand right now. Teams are huddling at their respective goal lines, getting ready for the second half. I'm pretty sure the Tigers got a good tongue lashing from Coach Laster. At the end of the day, again, as I've said throughout the entire first half, this is assignment football. In fact, it's a little surprising considering what North Little Rock has come out in. Basically, a 2 tight end set, a split receiver, and a tight end and a wing back, and of course a fullback and a tailback. And they're putting their best runner in the position of tailback, fullback, wingback, and anytime one of those guys are wherever position, in all likelihood, they will get the football. And that's where Thomas, number 22, has been blistering the Tigers in the first half. So we're hoping that they made the necessary adjustments at the half, and the Tigers are ready on defense to come out and stop the Wildcats. The Wildcats will be receiving the ball. They won the toss and elected to defer early on, and now they will be receiving the ball. So the referee is at center field and awaiting the Tigers kickoff team. Baker Keeling will be kicking off. He did get injured or ran into at the end of the first half. It was a 15-yard penalty, so the Tigers will be kicking off at the Wildcats' 45-yard line. As a matter of fact, the Wildcats are playing for an onside kick. But if I'm the Tigers, I kicked it, and they do kick an onside kick, and the Wildcats cover it at the 34, at their own 34-yard line. So that's where we are right now. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Wildcats' 34-yard line, on their own 34-yard line. We'll set the lineups once again. And let's see. Coming into the huddle for the charging Wildcats, again, Damon Thomas as the quarterback, number 19. At tailback, we have number 43, but again, number 32 is at the wing. He will probably, you've got a pitch right. Tigers are there. Gain of about 2 yards on the play. Pitch was to the left to number 43 of the charging Wildcats, Jeremiah Sims. Gain of 2 on the play. Number 42 for the Tigers on the tackle. Charging Wildcats come to the line of scrimmage. You've got number 32 there, starting tailback Aaron Sims at fullback. He will probably get this ball. Wide receiver, and it was an end around to number 43. He bobbles the ball, hangs on to it, but it scampers for about 15 yards for the first down. The misdirection right now is killing the Tigers. Ball is on the 48-yard line of the charging Wildcats. Yeah, the misdirection right now is killing the Tigers. Bell comes up under center, 1st and goal. Slot right, tight end left, tailback and a fullback. Bell under center, takes a snap, gives to the tailback. He struggles, he's still fighting. Tigers are missing tackles, but they ultimately get him down. It's going to be a loss of about 3 yards on the play. Young man would have been better suited to just simply fall down. Instead, he struggled to try to get more yards and ended up losing 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 13 from the Wildcat 45-yard line. Just beginning the second half, 10-17 to go in the half. You've got a split right, slot left, single back in the backfield. That's Bell. He looks to the right, flat pass. Tackle, his ball is complete, pickup of about 5 yards on the play. That'll make it 3rd and about 8. Completion to number 8, Josh Beck. Tigers need to start stepping up. Every time they do that wide slot, they run that same play. Tigers need to step up and take that, do a pick 6 and take that the other way. 3rd and about 8. You've got a slot right, split left. Shotgun formation. Nobody to block. Tigers come up the field. Flag on the field. It's incomplete. Pass intended for number 11, Frederick McDonald. I thought I saw a flag on the play. There is a flag in the backfield. Well, illegal shift on the part of North Little Rock. Tigers will probably decline this. That'll make it 4th down. Looks like the charging Wildcats will punt. Back to punt for the charging Wildcats is number 8, Josh Beck. Defense did its job. Finally was able to stop him. Good play on the part of the defense. Back to the receive for the Tigers is TJ Pennington. Punt bounces at about the 25-yard line. About a 27-yard punt. Tigers take over on their own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Tigers down by a touchdown, 21-7. Tigers come out on the line. You've got trips right, split left. Franklin in the pistol behind gun, snap, and ball on the ground. And looks like North Little Rock will pick the ball up, and they will run in for a touchdown. Snap never got to the quarterback. Well, at least the handoff was never clean. We're seeing touchdowns all kinds of ways today. North Little Rock just scored another on a fumble return, a scoop and score. Tigers are out of sync right now. Just when you do all that fighting to get back in the game and then you make a mistake and shoot yourself in the foot. It's not what a championship team needs to be able to do. But again, you battled back in the first half. You had a little adversity. You're going to have to do it again now, down 2 touchdowns. Defense had a great stop, and then the offense let them down. It's teamwork, folks. This is what you've got to do. You've got to work together. PAT attempt for the charging Wildcats is good. That's now with 8:46 to go in the third quarter. Charging Wildcats 35, Tigers 21. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Tiger Radio.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
All right, we're back. Kickoff goes to the center of the field. Picked up by T.J. Pennington. It gets it out to about the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Tiger football. All right, coach has kind of got the team huddled up about the 25-yard line, talking to the offense. You've got to put that fumble behind you. And you got to come out. It would be nice to see a nice drive by the Tigers to go in and get a touchdown. Gunn on the center, Franklin behind him. Motion by Pennington to the right, handoff to Franklin up the middle. He'll pick up about 2 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle by number 3 for North Little Rock, Terrence Allen. You've got a bunch right, pitch right, and the North Little Rock defense is swarming. That's a loss of 2 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 10. I'm a little surprised that coach is not trying to throw the ball down the field a little bit more. You got trips right, Gunn in the shotgun, one man beside him. He rolls to the right, throws right. Tackle made in open field. Great tackle by number 1 for the Charging Wildcats, Kevin Wallace II. Completion was made to the tight end for the Tigers, number 11, Davis Hawkins. It's 4th down, Tigers go for it, and they get it. They picked up about 9 on the play. That is a 1st down. And that's a Tiger 1st down. Big rock, big fun. 1st and goal on the 39-yard line of the Tigers. Tigers shift. 2 tight end set, 2 splits. Handoff up the middle to Franklin. Yeah, it's pretty clear that they are keying on Franklin. He ends up losing about 2 yards, 3 yards. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Not good on 1st down. You got to stay ahead of the chains, or you'll be going for it for 4th down all night long, and those things are not good. That'll make it 2nd down and about 13. Trips right, split left. Handoff again. That went to number 29, Jeremiah Samples, number 28, I should say. Minimal gain. It'll be 3rd and 13. Trips left, split right. Sample in the backfield. Low snap, fake. He goes left. And great catch by T.J. Pennington. About 26 yards down to the North Little Rock 42-yard line. Great catch. Lofted it up. Gunn did. He's on the center again. Handoff to Pennington. Takes the fake. Gunn on the keeper. He's knocked down by number 7. I'll tell you what, these North Little Rock players, they definitely have a little attitude. There's no doubt about that. Number 7, Rashad Muhammad. It'll be 2nd and 11. Gunn takes the snap. Rolls left. He's under pressure. And he throws it up and is picked off by number 23 for the Charging Wildcats, and it's a pick 6, and he will take it all the way. Well, it was a Charging Wildcats offense in the first half. It looks like their defense already in the third quarter has scored 2 touchdowns, one on a scoop and score and one on a pick six. That was by number 23 for the Charging Wildcats, Abram Terry. And the Charging Wildcats well, let's see. It looks like there must have been a flag on the play, so they're going to bring it back to the 43-yard line of the Tigers, so that score will come off the board. That's a fortunate call for the Tigers. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Charging Wildcats on the Tiger 43-yard line. So we've seen 3 turnovers tonight. One, when you turn it over on down, that's considered a turnover in my neighborhood. You've seen a fumble that went for a touchdown, and you saw an interception just now. 5:20 to go. North Little Rock on the line of scrimmage. Handoff to the fullback. Tigers do a better job on that. Short gain on the play of about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the Tiger 42-yard line. Ball carrier on the play was Isaac Jones. They are definitely shuffling in a lot of players. Coming in for number 11, number 24, Johnny Lewis for the Charging Wildcats. Bell on the center, number 19, slot left, tight end right. Throws quickly to the slot. It was incomplete, a little high. Ball was intended for number 24, Johnny Lewis. A little high over his head, kind of a flare pattern. Not a very good throw. It'll be 3rd down and 9 from the Tiger 41-yard line. Big play for the defense. You've got slot left, tight end right, pitch right to number 43. He's got a head of steam up, and he picks up 9 yards easily. On those pitches, you've got to get some penetration. Pickup of 11 yards by Jeremiah Sims, the running back. He's a sophomore, by the way, according to the listening. Good running by the sophomore, Jeremiah Sims. It'll be 1st and goal on the Tiger 34-yard line. Defense needs a stop. Defense needs a turnover. Bad. Tight right, split left. 2 backs in the veer setup. Quick handoff up the middle. Keeper by Bell. He picks up about 6 yards on the play. That'll be 2nd down and about 5 from the Tiger 26-yard line. Number 8 for North Little Rock, Josh Beck, split to the right. Tight end, number 32 is in the fullback position. That is Aaron Sims. He's been a workhorse ever since Thomas went out earlier in the game. Bell takes the snap, hands off to number 32. Tigers seem to be doing a little better job on that play, but Sims picks up about 3 yards on the play. That's going to make it 3rd and 2 from the Tiger 24-yard line. Tigers defense has been on the field an awful lot tonight. It's 3rd and 2. You got split on both sides, tailback and fullback. This will be their bread and butter play in all likelihood. It's going to be the fullback up the middle. Fullback belly. This time it goes to the tailback. The Tigers are there, and they stop him. A loss on the play of about 1 yard, so that'll make it 4th and 3. Good defense on the part of the Tigers. Ball is on the 25-yard line. Looks like the Charging Wildcats are going to go for it. 4th and 3 on the 25-yard line. Big play for the Tigers. You've got split left. You've got slot left, tight end right. Sims at the fullback position. Split pitch right. Number 43 takes it. He's going to be close. It looks like he got it. So what they're doing is they're splitting left. They're slotting one side, and then they're running back hard to the tight end side with the pitch. It'll be first down for the Wildcats on the Tiger 21-yard line. 1:55 to go in the third period. This seems to be a methodical drive on the part of the Wildcats. They're in no rush. You've got Sims at the wing back. Expect Sims to get the ball, and he does. The play that was hurting the Tigers in the first half is not hurting them so much. Tackle by number 52 for the Tigers. Evan Marble, I should say. It'll be second down and 9. Wildcats are in no rush right now. 1:12 to go in the third period. Second and 9 from the Tiger 20-yard line. Bell on the center. Sims at fullback. There's a timeout on the field. Let's take a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Tiger Radio Network on joynetradio.com.
Back in 2013, when I was in high school, I went to a Metropolitan Vortex School my senior year for automotive technician. The skills that they taught me and the ambition that that I wanted to do it helped me get a job, and it paid off. Well, the award that I won was the Employer of the Year. I'm real honored. It's kind of shocked at the same time. I'm Matthew Whitcup, and I am Metro.
All right, welcome back to the game. Tigers currently behind by 2 touchdowns, 35-21. North Little Rock driving on the Tigers' 20-yard line. Second and about 9 as I give you the reset. We're coming out of a timeout. Tigers defense has stiffened somewhat. You've got Damon Bell as the quarterback for North Little Rock under center. You've got a full house backfield, 3 men in the backfield. A split right. Handoff, pitch, fumble. Tigers pick it up. Tigers will have the ball. It's a scrum. Tigers stop. Pitch was not very good at all. Fumble recovered by Tiger number 24 for the Tigers. And that was Cedric Small on the fumble recovery. Misdirection again by North Little Rock. They fake left, go right, do an option pitch. The tailback number 43 for North Little Rock could not handle the pitch. He was Jeremiah Sims, drops the ball, Tigers fall on it and recover it. Gun in the pistol. Quick pass out to the right. Pass was intended for number 9 of the Tigers, Logan Heyman, trying to run faster than before he caught the ball, and he drops it. Good thing the ball was going towards the line of scrimmage, or that could have been a lateral. You've got double slots on either side, pistol formation, gun in the shotgun. Ball is snapped, gun fakes, short pass. It'll be minimal gain, if any. That'll make it third down and about 10. Every time the Tigers have tried something downfield, they've been successful. I don't understand why they won't do it. You've got trips right, split left. Gun rolls to the right, looking, being chased. And it's incomplete. Gun was running for his life. That was a futile drive on the part of the Tigers. The ball currently right now is on the Tigers 27-yard line. It'll be 4th and 10, and Tigers are going to have to punt. Well, defense had a good stop, needed a good stop, needed a good drive by the offense on that play, on that drive, on that series, and they went backwards as opposed to forward. Offense is definitely out of sync today. Baker Keeling back to punt. Devion Larf receives the punt about the 40. He runs down the left side. There's no coverage, and he's going to run all the way down to the 25-yard line of the Tigers. You can't punt to that guy. Should have learned that. You can't punt to him. That's about a 35-yard punt return. 35-yard punt and a 35-yard return. That's the end of the fourth quarter. North Little Rock with the ball. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Tiger Radio Network on joynetradio.com.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Teams flip in. Tigers will be going from north to south. North Little Rock, south to north. If you're looking at your television screen, it'll be from my right to my left as it relates to the Tigers. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Tiger 25-yard line. Well, let me take that back. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Tiger. Is that right? From the Tiger 12-yard line. So there must have been a penalty on that play. I'm sorry, folks. I missed that one. I know the returner was down to the 25, and now they've moved it down to the 12. Thomas in the fullback position. You got Bell on the center, misdirection. And the ball is fumbled again. Tigers get the ball. It is recovered by Mr. Small himself. Good job on the defense. The defense has come out in the second half to play. Now you've got to get something from the offense. They've got a long field to go. Ball was recovered by Evan Marbury on the Tiger 12-yard line. You got Franklin in the pistol. You got slot left, split right. Screen to Franklin. He rumbles up the field. He picks up about 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4 from the Tiger 20-yard line. It's pretty clear that they are spying, and it looks like a holding on the Tigers. They'll bring that play back. That'll be half the distance. Yeah, the offense is simply not firing. It's a tale of two halves right now, ladies and gentlemen. First half, the offense was looking pretty good. Second half, they're sputtering. That'll be half the distance to the goal. Line of scrimmage will be the 8-yard line. Holding. 1st and 15 for the Tigers. Split left, slot left, split right, pistol. Handoff to Franklin. He fumbles the ball. And fortunately for the Tigers, Lawson Gunn was able to fall on it. But there was a loss on that play as well. We've got a man down on the field. That looks like Samuel Franklin, number 23, the starting tailback for the Tigers. He's up now. That's going to make it 2nd and 17 from the Tigers' 7-yard line. Franklin hobbles off the field. In for him is number 28, Jeremiah Sample. TJ Pennington to the right in the slot. Antoine Westbrook has not seen any action since his injury, and it's a pass to TJ Pennington. It was behind him. It was a flare pass that they've been running all day, and they've been pretty successful with that pass. That's going to make it 3rd and 17. If I'm the Tigers, I throw it again. Their secondary is woofing as if they're doing something, but they're getting beat. Official timeout on the play. Don't see what the stoppage at play is about. Once I find out, if I find out, I'll let you know. The referee and another official are conferring. Not sure if they're pointing at the clock or what's going on here. Let's see. I think there is some issue with the clock. They're coming over to talk to Coach Laster on the Tiger sideline. But it looks like two officials are pointing at the clock, so maybe the clock didn't start. Right now it's showing 10:38 in the 4th period. All right, we're back to action. Gunn on the center. You've got Sample at the setback. You've got TJ Pennington split right. You've got Logan Heyman split left, number 9 for the Tigers. Not sure what the stoppage of play is all about. We've got a pretty nice crowd out here today. The visitor side isn't that full. The Tiger side is packed. Proud of the people that came out tonight to support the Tigers. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So the stoppage in play was the clock. They reset it to 10:50. So that was the stoppage in play. 3rd and 17. Logan takes the run. There's nothing on that play. Tigers, that was a give-up play on the Tigers. They'll be punting from their own end zone. Whatever you do, do not punt it to number 10, Davion Larf. That's Larff. Because he's been killing you all night long. He's looking to receive the punt about the Tigers' 40-yard line. Baker Keeling is in the end zone on the R in the Tiger logo. Good snap, punts away. Not a very good punt. It's bouncing. Get on the ball. It looked like it touched a North Little Rock player. Let's see what the officials say, and it did, and the Tigers will recover the ball at their own 40-yard line. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They've changed the call. That ball was touched by a North Little Rock player. and they are giving the ball back to North Little Rock. That was not a very good call by the officials. It was a short punt. It was bounding. From my vantage point, it looked as though it nipped a North Little Rock player who was trying to get out of the way. Coach Laster is at the 40-yard line, raising Cain. But at the end of the day, there was holding on North Little Rock, but it's going to be the Wildcats' ball. Not a good call on the part of the officials. Not at all. They seem to be struggling tonight. This is week, 6? They ought to be a much better crew than what they're doing right now. They've missed a couple of calls tonight. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But be that as it may, the Tigers' defense is going to have to, you're going to have to stop them again. You're going to start off in their territory. Well, the penalty is going to push them back to midfield, the 50-yard line. Tigers defense is going to have to stand up and step up one more time to try to give this offense a chance. Offense has been stale this week, this half. Damon Bell, the quarterback for North Little Rock, under center. Number 32, the fullback, Aaron Sims. Number 43, the tailback, Jeremiah Sims. Quick handoff to the fullback. Tigers read that. It looked like there was another fumble, but called back again. Tackle was made by number 42 for the Tigers. Well, I should say number 43 for the Tigers, Kieran Blaylock. It looked like he took the ball and was on the way to score, but officials called him back. Good defense on the part of the Tigers. 2nd down and 10 from midfield. You got both of the Sim boys at fullback and tailback, split left, tight end right, pitch to the right. Tigers come up the field. Good defense, and that's a loss of about 2 yards by the charging Wildcats. That's going to make it 3rd and about 12. Good defense by the Tigers on that play. It took them a while to figure out what North Little Rock was doing, but it looks like they've done that. And there's another penalty flag on the play, holding on the charging Wildcats. The Tigers will accept that penalty. I don't know if I don't decline that. Don't give them another down. And yeah, the Tigers will decline that penalty. So that's going to make it 3rd and 12 from the Wildcat 48-yard line. You've got splits on both sides, tight end right. Both the Sims, 32 and 43 in the backfield. Timeout, Tigers. I think Coach.
I found out about Metro through my counselor when I was getting ready to make my 11th grade schedule. Once I got there, my 11th grade year, I loved it. After my first year of being on my own, I brought in about $2,000 every 2 weeks, so about $1,000 a week. Because of Metro, I was able to start my own career, and I love it. My name is Charlie, and I am Metro.
Do you lay down and cry? We'll find a lot out about this team because next week they travel, I believe, to Conway to play the Wampus Cats. Do they still call them the Wampus Cats? They did when I was back in the day. So this will be a tough week coming up for the Tigers. And next week as well.
Something is going on with the officials. You've got Coach Laster out at midfield now. Coach Laster is now out at on the logo, trying to get a determination on what's going on. They're walking him back to the sideline now. But everything seems a bit discombobulated at the present time. So it looks like when we thought they weren't going to take the penalty, it looks like they are going to take the penalty. It was a holding call. They marked off 15 yards for holding. I wonder what that should have been 10 yards, but hey, I won't complain. So that'll make it 3rd and about 22. 3rd and about 25. Let me excuse me. North Little Rock is on the ball. They've got a slot right. A lot of shifting and motion. On the left side by number 12, Kyler. Defense is don't want any penalties, don't want any holding calls or pass interferences, unsportsmanlike conduct. You got both Sims boys back in the backfield for North Little Rock. Bell under center, takes the snap, hands off to number 32. He blasts over the left side. He picks up about 12 yards, but that won't be enough. It'll be 4th down. The Wildcats have to punt. All right, back to action. TJ Pennington is back to receive the punt along with number 7, Lamont Robinson. Oh, he should have covered that. The ball, Robinson should have covered it. It rolls down to the 13-yard line. Good punt. Got him out of trouble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line of the Tigers. 6:49 to go in the game. Tigers need a big play. They need some chunk plays now. We've seen them do it. That's for sure. You've got Pennington split right, along with Logan Heyman in the slot. Pass intended for TJ Pennington out to about the 35-yard line. It was broken up by number 9 for the charging Wildcats, Kevin Scorza. Oh, there are 2 now. I think that was Marcus Christopher. There are 2 number 9s on the North Little Rock roster. Logan Gunn under center, slot right, motion left, Pennington in motion. He pitched to Pennington around the left side. He turns it up, he's hit around the 13-yard line, minimal gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 10. Heyman to split in. Pennington in the slot. Tight end left. Gunn back to pass. He rolls right. Throws to number 11, and it's complete to about the 20-yard line. Davis Hawkins on the reception. It'll be 4th and 5. Tigers are staying on the field. Don't see a punt team. Looks like they're going to go for it. This is a coach that is trusting his team. This is a big play right here. 4th and 5. Gunn on the center, takes the snap, rolls to the right. He's got a lot of pressure. He throws it, and it's caught at the 30-yard line by T.J. Pennington, and that's a Tiger first down. I hope y'all like our little tag that we're running for the first down for Big Rock, Big Fun Park out on Baseline Road. Make sure you go out and be sure to support all of our sponsors. They are the reason we're able to do this. We've got a trips right, split left, pistol formation. Gunn takes a snap, hands off to Franklin up the middle. He blasts up the middle for about 15 yards, and Franklin is on the ground writhing in pain. He had been nicked a little bit earlier in the game, and now he's on the ground writhing in pain. We'll take a timeout. Let's do a 60-second timeout back in the studios. You're listening to the Tiger Radio Network on joynetradio.com.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
All right, we're back. We're back. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line of the Tigers. Quick slant to T.J. Pennington, and it was an incomplete pass from Logan Gunn. There's another timeout on the field. I mean, I have seen more official timeouts tonight than I've seen in some time. I mean, I don't know if the clock isn't working right now. It's set at 4:55. Somebody give that referee some water. He looks like he's a little winded. Maybe he just needed a break. He came over to the Tiger sideline and put both hands on his knees as if he was tired. So they've reset the clock to 5:05. So they are having some clock malfunctions tonight. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Tiger 42-yard line as the Tigers need a score quick, fast, in a hurry. You got split left, slot right. Yard line. The reception was made for the Tigers by Johnny White, number 18. Tigers are back on the ball. They're going fast, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. Number 11 for the Tigers, Davis Hawkins. He got flipped upside down. He kind of got hurt. He's walking gingerly. did catch it. They're currently standing over the ball. Well, maybe they didn't call it. How is it that you can't call 12 men on the field? It doesn't matter. He was not off the field. Yep, they got it. 5-yard penalty. That will be 1st and 5. If I were the Tigers, although that was a completion of about 6 yards, I take the penalty and keep the down, which would make it 1st and 5, as opposed to if you take the penalty where you spotted the ball. This is wrong. The officials clearly are, am I missing something here? That should be 1st and 5. Okay. So in other words, the Tigers will take the penalty, decline the play. At least that's what I'm thinking they're going to do. That should make it 1st and 5. The officials clearly don't know what they're doing. Don't mean to be mad about. So now they've got it right. 1st and 5 on the 32-yard line, and another penalty flag. North Little Rock in the neutral zone. That'll be another 5-yard penalty. And if I got my education right from Little Rock Central, that should be a 1st down. So that'll move the ball down to the 32-yard line. What are y'all doing, officials? When are you going to move the yardsticks? I mean, do I need to do the play-by-play and the officiating all at the same time? I can try. I don't know how good I'll be, but come on. All right, 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line of the Wildcats. Pistol formation, trips right, fake. He goes down the sideline, short pass, attempted. TJ Pennington was the intended receiver. Ball was short. Lawson looked like he rushed that pass just a little bit. Seemed to be a little bit concerned about the pressure and got it out too early. He rolls left, looking, throws. Intended for Heyman, number 9. Incomplete. That'll make it 3rd and 10. As far as I'm concerned, this is 4-down territory for the Tigers. So, you know, you may not need to get all 10 of these, but get something so you can have have a reasonable down for 4th down if you have to go for it. Now, obviously, you want to get it on 1st down on this 3rd down play. In the backfield, number 28, Sample is checked in for Franklin. Rolling right, Logan throws downfield, and it is broken up by North Little Rock, threw into double coverage. Pass intended for Pennington. It'll be 4th and 10 for the Tigers. 4:25 to go in the 4th quarter. This is desperation time for the Tigers. You've got to stay in. You've got to go for it. Gunn is waiting on the play call from Coach Laster. You've got Pennington in the slot. You've got Heyman on the split left. Timeout on the Tigers. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Tiger Radio Network on joynetradio.com.
I just love this. This is what I grew up doing. My grandmother, my mother, my aunts, everybody sews, everybody cooks. I love it, and I really like it when we go to competition, and it could be that I won all 3 years, but hey, that motivates me. My kids really work hard. You get to travel, there are competitions, just feeding people, knowing that you're doing something, creating something healthy, something good. It makes you feel good. My name is Antoinette Jarrett, and I am Metro.
Wildcats. North Little Rock currently leading 35-21. 4:25 to go in the fourth period. Tigers with a fourth down play right here on the charging Wildcats 32-yard line. This particular play right here will determine whether or not the Tigers can make some hay out of these last 4 minutes. Now, they've got a lot of work to do. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But it all starts right now on 4th down and 10 from the charging Wildcats 32-yard line with 4:25 to go. Tigers are coming back from a timeout. You've got a slot right. You've got Pennington as the split, Heyman in the slot. You've got number 19 for the Tigers, Omar Murdoch. Timeout, North Little Rock. It looks like Samuel Franklin is back in the game. He's gotten his ankle taped up. I thought maybe he got a different shoe on. He's got a noticeable limp, but you got to take your hats off to the young man who's out there clearly playing hurt. And in this game, you're going to have to play hurt. You can't play injured, but you certainly got to play hurt. And Franklin was out there probably as a decoy because the Tigers are going to have to go downfield in order to get these 10 yards to convert on 4th down. So he was probably in there as a decoy. This is basically the ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. If they don't convert here, North Little Rock certainly will get the ball back and probably run some time off the clock, and then you have it. When you look at this score, you can't get frustrated with the Tigers. They played well. They've made some mistakes. What I've been telling people a lot is that this team is a junior-laden team. Now, I'm certainly not trying to make any excuses for this game tonight, but these are some young guys, and they're going to be back. They're going to play well. Again, Pennington and Heyman to the left. Tight end in the slot. Franklin as an up back goes in motion to the right. And Lawson Gunn is sacked. As a matter of fact, he's sacked right up the middle. The defensive tackle was never touched. And that's going to do it for that drive. 4:17 to go. Tigers defense need a turnover. We need a pick six, baby. Let's make it happen. We can do it. 4:17 to go. North Little Rock would take the ball over on their own 40-yard line. I'm sure they won't be doing anything fancy, but you never know. I've seen some interesting things. You know, if it were me right now, I'd look for the dagger and post and go deep and see if I can catch the Tiger defense sleep. They're frustrated right now. They're down. They just turned the ball over on downs. Better in the second half. If I'm North Little Rock, I look for the dagger and I throw deep. But we'll see. That's just me. That's what I do. But then again, I'm not coaching. That's why I'm up here in the booth. Bell, the quarterback number. Off to different 34, Jonathan Grayson for North Little Rock. He picked up about 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 6. Number 32, Sims checks in. Aaron Sims checks in for Grayson. Jeremiah Sims, 43, is in the tailback position. Bell under center. Split left, tight end. Fullback up the middle to Jeremiah Sims, number 32. Well, I should say Aaron Sims. He picks up the first down, gain of about 12 yards. First and goal from the Tiger 49-yard line. 3:27 to go in the football game. Tigers need a break. Split right. I don't suspect that North Little Rock is going to do anything but run the ball. You've got Aaron Sims at the fullback. They like to give it to him. Bell on the center, takes a snap, ball hands off to the fullback. Sure enough, right up the middle, picks up about 4 yards. That'll be 2nd and 6 from the Tiger 46-yard line. Clock is running, 2:48 to go. All of the home games, the rest of the home games for Little Rock Central right here on joynetradio.com. I certainly want to thank my good buddy Roger Robinson and the great people out at Metropolitan, the Career Technical Center, doing a great job as well as they stream the video. Pitch right. Ball carrier was Jeremiah Sims, number 43. He didn't look like he wanted to run up in there too hard. That'll make it 3rd down and about 3 to go. 1:55 to go. North Little Rock is taking their time. Folks, I hate to say it, but this one is just about over for the Tigers tonight. Had some miscues at the most inopportune time. Was in the game early, but miscues will hurt you. Bell on the center. Handoff again to Sims up the middle. The fullback, he's still up and going, and he battles down, picks up about 15 yards, just battling through the crowd down to about the 33, 32-yard line. First down. Ball on the 31-yard line. I'm sorry about that. Looks like they're going into the victory formation, they being North Little Rock. Yeah, they are. Bell takes the snap from under center, steps back a couple of steps and takes the knee. That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. 44 seconds left in the ball game. North Little Rock 35, Little Rock Central 21. Still got a few more. Looks like they may have to snap it one more time, maybe. Most of the players, yeah, they will have to take one more snap. Victory formation again. And that will do it. Bell takes a knee about the 40-yard line. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. That's going to count it down, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight here at Quigley Stadium, the Little Rock Central Tigers with their first defeat from North Little Rock, losing 35-31 on a lot of miscues. Nothing to hang their head about. Tell you what, we're going to take a 60-second timeout, and when we return, we'll return with the Mario's Pizza post-game show, and I'll give you some highlights.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
All right, welcome back to the Mario's Pizza post-game show. Tigers go down to defeat, their first defeat of the year. They're now 3-1 to the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. Final score 35-21. Most of the fireworks were in the first half. Tigers took the initial kickoff and drove it down the field to the North Little Rock 2-yard line and was stopped and had turned the ball over on downs. North Little Rock then took the ball and drove 98 yards for the first score that made it 7-0. On the ensuing kickoff and possession, the Little Rock Central Tigers were able to get the ball about the 25-yard line. Logan Gunn made a great fake because everyone was keying on Samuel Franklin, and you could have driven a Mack truck through the hole, and he scampered for 75 yards and the touchdown. That made it 7-7. North Little Rock took the next kick, drove it down, and it was 14-7 at that point. Tigers couldn't do anything on the next drive. North Little Rock got the ball, Tigers punted, and there was a run back by Mr. Farf, number 10, and that made it 21-7. Tigers kept scrapping, got to 14-21. North Little Rock got the ball back and drove again, scored another touchdown, made it 28-14. With about 36 seconds left to go in the first half, Tigers were able to cobble something together and threw a screen pass to Samuel Franklin over the middle at about their own 35-yard line, and Samuel Franklin scampered down the left sideline for the touchdown that made it 28-21 at the half. The ensuing kickoff, Tigers defense came out and played very, very well, but unfortunately for the Tigers, there was a fumble, a scoop and score on the part of North Little Rock, and that made the score 35-21 at the time. We thought maybe at that time there would still be some time and some life in the Tigers offense, but the offense today, I will admit, sputtered. The defense came alive in the second half. In fact, the defense, although giving up 28 points in the first half, didn't give up any points in the second half. That 35th touchdown, or that 7th touchdown, was charged to the offense because of the scoop and score. So that was the final score at that time. No one really threatened any further throughout the game. North Little Rock looked like they were content just simply to let the clock run out, which they did. And the final score once again was the Little Rock Central High Tigers 21 and the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats 35. But I will tell you,